David, first of all, great to see you. How have you settled in, even though you've been here just a few days?
I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I've only really been in the job a few days, but everybody knows I've probably been the manager for a month or two without officially being unveiled. So I've been there behind the scenes at times, trying to get on with the job. But really, the last few days have been the big days, meeting the players, meeting all the staff at the On Centre. So it's been very good.
Is it daunting to follow someone that many people think is possibly the greatest manager ever?
No, it's daunting, but I'm privileged. You know, he's the one who's given me the opportunity. He's recommended me for the manager. He told me I was the candidate who they wanted, and to hear that from Sir Alex was more confidence than you could get from anywhere. It's daunting, but you know, you have to take it on. I'm going to try and take the challenge up. He's leaving me a brilliant team. I hope to continue to build on it. Stick with the traditions which Manchester United have got. We want to bring young players through. We want to get them in the team, and hopefully, you know, I can continue where Sir Alex left.
How did you feel when he told you? You said in the press conference he told you you were going to be. He didn't ask you. He told you.
He told me. No, he said to me, you know, that he was retiring, and I sort of said, yeah, when? You know, as if, you know, what, 2 years, 3 years? When's it going to be? And he says to me, no, next week. I says, yeah. And he just, in the same line, he just says, and you're the next Manchester United manager. And that for me was the bit, you know, there was no talking, there was no, what do you think, what do you want to do? So I had no choice, and obviously I wouldn't have had a choice anyway, because it would have been an easy one.
And what's the welcome been like from everybody at the club?
It's been a great, it really is. Everybody's, you know, helped me, which is a big thing. It's such a big club, to get to know so many people quickly, the staff, and you know, I've said a few times, you know, Rennie, Eric, Mickey, you know, they were, you know, I spoke to them in a couple of meetings with them, and it was really good that they, you know, they helped me, spoke to me, told me a lot about the club. You know, I chose not for them to move on, and you know, Rennie decided that he wanted to move on. So, but I'm really thankful to all the people who've helped me.
But the backroom staff, you've brought in Phil Neville and Ryan Giggs to be part of the coaching staff. How important is it that there is a sort of a red core to some of your backroom staff?
Well, I wanted to keep, as I said, you know, Rennie, you know, I would have liked to have stayed if he'd chosen to. You know, Paul Scholes, I was hoping it would stay and be in and around the staff, but Paul's chosen to have an extended break just now, which I totally respect. But looking at it, I think Ryan's the right character for it. You know, he's going to continue playing. He'll keep playing. So because he's now a player coach doesn't mean to say he's hanging his boots up. Quite the opposite. He's actually been terrific in the day or two's training we've had. But I think it's a good way for him to ease himself into coaching and management. It helps me. It gives me an insight to how the club work. And Phil Neville is someone who I know and how he works from our club. So. And he knows how Manchester United works, and it gives me two young members of staff on my own staff, which I think is important.
Was this a job that you looked at from afar and thought, one day, even though you did a brilliant job at Everton and you were happy there, one day I'd like that when Sir Alex does retire?
Well, I don't think there can be any coach out there in the world who doesn't look and say, one day I'd love to be the manager of Manchester United. And you know, I looked and thought, possibly, if the job ever came available, would I be lucky enough to be thought about, that I'd be an opportunity to get the job? But you know, I don't think for a minute anybody thought that Sir Alex was going to go, me, everybody else. But we knew he would go sometime. When that was going to be, were they going to come for David Moyes, I wasn't sure. I just hoped that if the job did come available, that I might be one of the people who would be in the frame.